We back talking about Stewart, man. It's like his grandmother just told me something that I really can't believe, man. It's like when they did the autopsy in Tennessee. No, excuse me. His grandfather just told me something. What is that word you just used, Mr. Brad? What's the medical? The autopsy said this was the cause of death.
Excited delirium.
Excited delirium. Can you explain that to me, Brad?
It's not even a medical diagnosis. It's something that some psychiatrist came up with to try to explain when people have died in police custody and not blame it on the police. It's a cop-out diagnosis. The attorneys have medical experts that are coming in and totally refuting this cause of death they came up with. This was their autopsy. When you see the pictures of my grandson after he was beaten, the cause of death will be obvious.
Yes.
There you go. Those pictures right there. He couldn't have died from that beating, right? It was excited delirium.
I never heard that word. Like I say, I'm gonna have one of my little nieces or nephew Google it, cause like you say, I don't even know what would be the definition for that. Excited, I know excited. I know what that means, but that other word it's like hard to even fathom that. And like Miss Patty, tell me when his parents went down there, what happened?
My daughter was pleading with the jail. The very next morning, he was arrested. Stewart was arrested. My daughter and her husband, my son-in-law, and my other grandson, Stewart's brother, and his fiancée at the time, they all went to the jail to plead with them. Please send him to the hospital. This is not Stewart's behavior. He would never do anything like this. Something is wrong with him. And the jail told them, there's nothing you can do about it. He's over 21 years of age. And Stewart, because of what blood on his brain or whatever is causing his personality to change, he doesn't know to ask, I need to go to the hospital.
Yes, he couldn't. They should have took him to the hospital.
Yes, and then my daughter, they even went down to the district attorney's office to try to get written permission to get him to be sent to a hospital, and the district attorney's office was closed. Nobody there to even on a weekday.
Yes,
nobody even there to take care of business.
What's the population? How big is this town? It got to be a little town in Tennessee, Johnson County. How big?
It's a college town because Stewart was going to East Tennessee State University. Just 60 hours away from getting his degree in sports nutrition.
Wow.
60 hours working so hard, trying to make something of himself, studying hard, doing the bodybuilding thing, helping people. That was Stewart. This portrayal of these correctional officers and the sheriff, Mr. Ed Graybill back there, what they're saying about them, and in collusion with the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation. They're trying to make Stewart out into something that he wasn't even like. I want to say my grandson was not a criminal.
That's right, said. You can say it on my show.
If anybody was a criminal, it's Mr. Ed Graybill, these correctional officers that beat Stewart, taking turns for 20 minutes, beating him.
They're the murderers.
They're the murderers, and they're the criminals.
Right,
and we know that there was no cameras there. How convenient for them not to have cameras in their facility. But thank God there's people that work in that place that went to the gym where Stewart worked out and told people that were Stewart's friends what happened.
That's right.
They were witnesses to this.
Miss Patty, so you saying in this county jail there's no cameras? How is this county jail? See, that's back to Los Angeles. Like I say,
Bringing back
It's
bad
jail.
memories.
It's cameras in LA, but some spots is not no cameras. It have to be cameras in his jail. Like I
Yes.
say, thank God that he had some of his friends that he worked out at the gym with, who worked in the gym and saw your grandson murdered. Because like I say, he was murdered. You can look at them pictures and say, well, I don't care what the autopsy say, excited and lit, whatever that word you use, Mr. Brad. That I know for a fact. Looking at the pictures, by being in custody and the way the police do people, your grandson, he was beaten, and then they tried to cover it up.
Yes.
It's a big cover.
You brought up a very important point too. When it comes to they kill somebody and then they try to tear down somebody's who they are.
Their
They try to
character.
the problem with that is a lot of in the communities, like in Fresno, the police and the media work hand in hand. So they'll give them the story. They'll put out their story. They won't listen to anybody else's story. They'll put out the police's story because they'll pay them to put out this story and to cover them up and to put that on the news, on all the channels. When you go home and you watch, oh, so your mind's already made up. This was a horrible person. They deserved it, and you don't know the real story of what happened.
That's exactly what happened in Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
The local media told the police's slant
Mm-hmm.
and they totally ignored, they did not publish the pictures of what he looked like when the cops were done with him.
Yes.
Yeah.
But see, like I say, thank God that your friend, she had a show here, Central Valley Talk, and I've met you, beautiful people, and when I first heard the story, me, Mike, Robin, I'm like, we had to sign this petition, and I put it all on my Facebook, my Twitter, and all like that, and I'm gonna encourage my friends to sign this petition, because believe me, 1 out of 5 of my friends has been beaten inside LA County Jail by the police, and they're gonna feel the pain that you guys are going through. Like I said earlier, part of the tape, I'm lucky to be alive
Yeah.
Yes.
because I was
Yes, you
beaten.
are.
And, my heart goes out to your family, and when you guys get to Tennessee, y'all call us, maybe we can Skype in, maybe we can do anything, because we're here to help y'all right here. And I'm here, Mario, the Central Valley Talk. Anytime you guys want to come on my show and just talk. And I'm gonna follow you guys when you guys go to Tennessee, and when you come back, we're gonna do a update.
Yeah.
And please show this to the people in Tennessee.
Yes.
Show it to your attorney. Show it to everybody, because it's gonna be shown to everybody tonight on my social media and stuff like that. And wow,
The attorneys are definitely going to want to see this program.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
it's sad. And like you said when I first met you, you said, I don't care how much money they give me, they can't bring my grandson back.
No.
My
No.
grandson was finna be something.
Yeah.
Yes.
He was
And
finna
right
be
at-
something. He was right there.
He was right at that
I'd rather
point.
have my
Yeah.
grandson
Man,
than any
yeah.
amount of money.
Yes.
He was a valuable human
Man,
being, and
beautiful.
he deserved to be helped. He did not deserve this.
Yes, Miss Pat.
And who's going to do something to change this horror that's going on in our law enforcement?
Yes.
And these people that beat and killed my grandson, they're still working there, killing other people in
Getting
there.
paid to
I don't want my
kill.
taxpayer dollars paying the salaries for people like this. They should be locked up in prison.
Yes.
They don't deserve to be walking around on this earth.
They are the criminals.
Yep.
Yes, they are. Like I said, it's you about to make me cry, Miss Patty, because like I say,
It's wrong.
it's definitely wrong. It's definitely wrong, and by being a victim myself,
Yes.
like I say, I have seen people, killed in prison by police, and I have seen people being beat up in LA County Jail, and then 2 days later we don't know where they at. We never see them again. It's a big cover up.
I want to say something else.
Just say
Not
what you
long
want.
ago, we were in the grocery store, and one of the Fresno jail correctional officers were in there, and somehow we got in a conversation with him. And he just went on to say that he saw his first killing just about a week ago. And looking at this young man, it's like he wasn't even fazed by it. He had no compassion about somebody
No
dying
remorse.
I'm just standing there looking at his face like, where is your heart? Do you have any feeling or compassion inside of you? What kind of a human being are you?
Yes, yes, yes.
You know, these people that go around beating other people up and killing them, they got something very evil inside of them that drives them to do this type of thing. They get their rocks off.
Yes,
They think they're big and powerful by doing having this type of behavior. Well, I'm going to tell you something. You are not big and powerful. You are cowards.
Yes, yes.
There are cowards.
I'm glad you brought that up. Another thing a lot of people don't know are the police are what you call military trained. Like when you go to the military, they train you to kill. They train you to look at somebody else as not a human being. Because if you look at somebody else as a human being, you can't kill him. You have to humanize him. You have to tear him down. You have to look at him as less than that. And police are getting militarily trained. And that's another reason all these people are being killed. They're looking at these people that they're pulling over and supposed to be helping as enemies, and as like they're at war with them. They're trained that way.
And they're hiring people with personalities that are bent towards violence and towards anger and towards this tough guy mentality. They're hiring these people on purpose. It's not to protect and serve.
No.
That's such a fallacy. Did you have something, honey?
I just wanted to say, I can't even feel comfortable if I needed help from the police. I can't even feel comfortable now about calling the police for help. I can't even trust them now.
That's sad. That's sad because you know you guys are older and like I say it's sad. It's sad. And what you just said is, you know, they just think they can get away with it, but they can't get away with it because they have one person they have to answer to, and that's God.
Amen.
They have to answer to God. They can walk on this earth and feel like they the baddest people in this world.
But God sees it.
God sees them, and they're not going to heaven. Your grandson, he's in heaven.
Yes, he is.
He's in heaven. And like I say, when you guys come back from Tennessee, man, call me, and we're gonna do the update.
Everybody on what's going on. Yeah.
We have another segment or no?
Yes.
Okay.
We're gonna go to a quick commercial. And, we're gonna come back.
Okay, I want to be sure and talk about the other people that were killed in custody.
What